whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a looks of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you.
Okay guys, we're gonna make a video to show the day in a life of a second grader.
Welcome to school. Good morning.
I like how we're wearing our masks and we're social distancing.
Okay, so in the morning you will enter the classroom. Make sure you have your masks on. We will sit at our desks to eat our breakfast. And while you're eating breakfast, your teacher will call you to put your things in the lockers. After breakfast, we'll do some work and then go to special. After special, we'll do a little bit more work and then we will get ready for lunch. Go for lunch.
Got it.
Okay, so when we leave for lunch, we're going to leave our lanyards on our desk, and we're going to wear our masks only. We're going to wear those out to the restroom, and wash our hands out there before we walk down to the cafeteria. You're only going to take your masks off to eat your lunch, so make sure you wear it all other times. A teacher will be there to dismiss you to recess, and you get to go outside and have fun, and then after recess, you will use the restroom again, and we'll come back in for some ELA.
Okay guys, after ELA we will get ready for second recess. So we'll put our lanyards on our desk for our masks to go in the hallway. We'll go out to recess, and when we come back in with our masks on, we'll use the restroom. Then we will be in our last slot of the day, which will be our science, social studies, and handwriting. After that, we'll get packed up, and just like in the morning, you'll be at your seat, and I will dismiss you to go get your things to get packed up. And then we'll put our masks on. East busers will leave first, and they're going to go through the back doors with their masks. Walkers and pickups with their masks will go out the second grade doors. They would have come in the morning. And then late busers are also going to leave through the back doors with their masks on. And that is a typical day in the second grade. Since back to school this year is going to be a little different, we thought we would make a quick video to show you some things that you should probably not do. Masks go on our nose and mouth, not on our entire face. We definitely want to social distance, so you need to try to stay 6 feet apart when possible. Masks are not toys. They're to be worn or put away. And should not be doing that. Not only is that not allowed, but it's also going to get your mask dirty.
Here, do you want to use mine?
Absolutely not. That is how we spread germs. And masks are for our face, not for our head.
Hey West School, it's Mrs. Peoples.
And Mr. Porter.
We're here with a virtual open house. We have a few things we want to go over with you before school starts on Tuesday, September 1st. First thing, when you come to school in the morning, we're going to have you coming in different entrances than you normally would. Our bus riders will come in the back door as usual, but then second grade will come in the second grade end, third grade through the doors right between second and third grade, fourth grade and preschool will come in the front doors, and fifth grade will come in the entrance in front of the fifth grade end. We will have doors open at 7:45 a.m. And if you get here before then, we have Trojan heads painted on the sidewalks for you to wait so that you can safely social distance 6 feet apart while you're waiting to come in to the building. And then when you come in the building, you're going to go straight to homeroom and have breakfast in your classroom with your homeroom teacher.
We've changed quite a few of the procedures around the building and throughout the day in order to help ensure the safety of our students and staff. For lunch, all students will be eating lunch in a grade level. So second graders will all eat together, third graders will all eat together, and so on. They'll be eating as a class. And we will get them down to the cafeteria by the class that they're in as safely as we can, socially distancing 6 feet apart. On their travel down, they need to wear a mask. When they get to the cafeteria, they'll have 30 minutes to eat, clean up their area, and then we will dismiss them out to recess, and they'll have 20 minutes of outside recess. On the travel to and from the cafeteria, they need to have their masks on. While they're eating, of course, they do not. When the students go out to recess, we are asking that they put their masks in their pocket or around their wrists, like Mrs. Peoples has hers. This is so that when we come back into the buildings after recess, the students will have their masks on hand and they can put them on and travel to the restrooms to wash their hands and back to their classrooms with their teachers. Recess is set up a little bit differently. We're going to create zones on the playground so that we can keep classes together. So for instance, Mrs. Hayes' students in second grade, they might be on the swing set and the swing set zone only on Tuesdays, and then they'll rotate to a different zone throughout the week. We do hope that to be able to use all of the equipment on the playground, and it will be sanitized by custodians after use before another group of students enters the playground.
So at the end of the day, when we dismiss you, we're going to have all students go out the same doors that they came in, and we will stagger release times just a little bit so that we can keep the traffic in the hallway to a minimum. And our bus riders will follow the same procedures they've done in the past as far as dismissal, and bus students are required to wear a mask on the bus coming to and from school.
Just wanted to go over some general COVID structures and procedures to try to, once again, ensure the safety of our students and staff. There are going to be stickers throughout the building, some located on the floors, some located in the hallways, on the walls, to help remind students where and when to socially distance, such as waiting in the hallway outside the cafeteria to enter for lunch, as well as to remind students about proper hand washing, things of that nature. Students will be traveling to their related arts classes every day, so students will have either physical education, library, art, or music, and they'll travel under the supervision of their teachers. Per the Ohio Department of Health and Governor DeWine, students are required to wear a mask at school. We intend to give students mask breaks at various times throughout the day, so long as social distancing can be achieved. We will be discussing expectations for mask wearing with students when they arrive next week. Students are permitted to bring water bottles and refill them at drinking fountains or water bottle filling stations around the building. As of right now, public drinking fountains for individual use are not permitted or not available in our buildings. So if you want to send your child to school with a water bottle, a fillable water bottle, you can do so. Sports drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, flavored water are fine, but please do not send your child to school with sugary carbonated drinks like pop.
We intend to make hand washing an emphasis with students this year and have them washing hands frequently throughout the school day. We will also have hand sanitizer stations throughout the building. The district intends to provide every student with a book bag. We would like you to use that book bag to transport Chromebooks back and forth to school. And students should be taking their Chromebook home every day at the end of the day and then bring it back with them to school each day. So those should be going back and forth each day. A charger will be provided, and we would request that they come back to school charged if possible. If you send lunch money with your child, please put it in an envelope with your child's name on it, and do not send loose money to school. We are also limiting our visitor policy somewhat, and visitors to school are going to be by appointment only. dropping off items for their child or picking up their child, obviously we'll let that be permitted. And if you're picking your child up during the school day, we will bring them out to you in the front loop outside of the school. You won't need to come in and do any of that.
We do have a number of students that are going to be learning remotely, so we just wanted to provide an overview of that. Our teachers have been working diligently and will be working throughout the school year, well, at least until we can get everyone back every day, to make sure that remote learning is possible and available for our students. We are emphasizing that our remote learning mirror our face-to-face learning as much as possible. Teachers are being asked to upload videos, lessons, and assignments for our remote learners to complete at home. Our teachers will check in with students to provide feedback and answer questions. We have a digital or remote virtual learning Monday, and that is a day where hopefully our teachers will get all of their assignments for the week for remote learners, videos, make any contacts that need made, provide any assistance that they can on those Mondays for our remote learners. They'll also be available for our remote learners throughout the week to make contacts home, things of that nature. Remote students need to log in each school day for attendance purposes. Remote students will be issued letter grades. And failure to complete satisfactory work at home can negatively affect students' overall grades and may result in failure. So we need to make sure parents of remote learners that our students are completing their work in a timely fashion. It needs to be of high quality. We still want the rigor and high expectations for our remote learners that we have for in-person learners, and we really need parents' help at holding our children accountable to making sure that their remote work gets done well and on time.
We've been back here for several weeks getting everything ready, and we cannot wait to see our students back in these hallways. We've missed you. We hope you've had a great summer, and we hope you're as ready to get back as we are to have you. We'll see you soon.
See you next week.